on TV. In all, 34 shows were canceled. It's the worst thing that's happened to television since Gentle Ben ate his acting coach.
In the golden age of Hollywood, when silver screens lit up with dreams and movie stars seemed larger than life, Bob Hope and Bing Crosby appeared to be the perfect comedy duo. Their road movies captured America's heart, filled theaters with laughter, and created what looked like an unbreakable friendship. But behind the cameras, a different story was unfolding, one of rivalry, resentment, and a partnership that was anything but perfect. Born as Leslie Towns Hope in a modest London suburb, young Bob never imagined he'd become one of America's most beloved entertainers. His family's journey to Cleveland, Ohio in 1908 marked the beginning of a life that would redefine American comedy. Even the immigration officer's mistake of listing him as 2 years younger than his actual age seemed like a sign. Bob Hope would spend his life making people believe in magic, even if it wasn't quite real. Life in Cleveland wasn't easy. The Hope family struggled, taking in boarders to make ends meet. But Bob's mother, Avis, a former light opera singer, saw something special in her son. She nurtured his natural talent for entertainment, teaching him to sing and encouraging his knack for making people laugh. Young Bob absorbed everything, from street corner conversations to vaudeville shows, storing away the mannerisms and jokes that would later make him famous. His first taste of spotlight came unexpectedly. At age 10, he won a Charlie Chaplin lookalike contest at Luna Park. The applause was intoxicating, but fame wasn't instant. He took whatever jobs he could find, selling newspapers, working as a soda jerk, even trying his hand at boxing under the name Pache East. Later, he'd joke that he spent more time on the canvas than Picasso. By the 1930s, Hope had worked his way up through vaudeville, perfecting his timing and developing the quick wit that would become his trademark. But Hollywood was a different game entirely. His first film role in Going Spanish, 1934, was so bad that he later suggested it should be used as punishment. Yet Hope persevered. And in 1938, everything changed. The success of the big broadcast of 1938 made him a star, but it was his pairing with Bing Crosby that would define his career and ultimately reveal its darkest chapter. When Paramount cast them together in Road to Singapore, 1940, it wasn't their first choice. 5 other duos had passed on the script. No one expected magic, but that's exactly what they got, at least on screen. The chemistry seemed perfect. Crosby was the smooth operator, Hope the lovable coward, and together they created comedy gold. Their improvisations drove directors crazy but delighted audiences. They appeared to be best friends, constantly trading barbs and jokes. "There's nothing I wouldn't do for Bing," Hope would say, "and there's nothing he wouldn't do for me. That's how we go through life, doing nothing for each other." But behind the laughter lay a bitter truth. Crosby, already a major star, viewed Hope as beneath him. He called him a talentless hack behind closed doors and demanded nearly twice the salary for their early films together. The competition between them wasn't just for show. It was real, raw, and sometimes cruel. Their differences ran deep. Crosby was reserved, preferring solitude between takes, often found reading race results or sitting alone. Hope was the opposite, gregarious, always working the room, needing to be the center of attention. These contrasts might have made their partnership stronger, but instead they created an unbridgeable gap. The tension spilled into their personal lives. Their wives never socialized, an unusual situation in Hollywood's tight-knit community. When Hope was honored at a Friars Club roast, Crosby, a board member, didn't attend. His excuse? "I wasn't hungry." The snub spoke volumes about their real relationship, yet they continued making films together, their public rivalry masking deeper resentments. In Road to Bali, 1952, Hope broke the fourth wall to tell the audience, "He's going to sing, folks. Now's the time to go out for popcorn." The line got laughs, but it carried a sting of truth. Hope had always felt overshadowed by Crosby's musical fame. As their careers evolved, the distance between them grew. Hope became known for his USO tours, entertaining troops across the globe, while Crosby cultivated a more sophisticated image. They maintained their professional partnership, but the warmth was gone, replaced by a cold efficiency that only those closest to them could see. The entertainment world they helped build was changing, too. Television was replacing cinema as America's favorite medium, and new forms of comedy were emerging. Yet the myth of their friendship persisted, carefully maintained by publicity teams and their own public performances. Today, looking back at their road movies, you can still see the magic they created together. The quick wit, the perfect timing, the seemingly effortless banter. It was all real, even if the friendship wasn't. Their story reminds us that sometimes the greatest performances happen when the cameras stop rolling, and that Hollywood's perfect partnerships aren't always what they seem. In the end, Hope and Crosby's legacy isn't just about their movies or their famous feud. It's about two talented men who, despite their personal differences, created something unforgettable. They proved that you don't have to be friends to make history. Sometimes being rivals is enough.